Yo, what's up out there, people? This is I don't even know. I'm not completely sure of the name of this thing yet. So like GNC Play TV. I don't know. So how
GNC
you
Play TV.
yeah. It's like, well, this was supposed to be like the gaming part. So the other one is supposed to be the culture part
Mm-hmm.
of the channel. So this is more gaming part kind of thing. So as I'm working through trying to figure this out. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. That'd be very nice to know. Ay, my
What
godson is
it's gaming culture, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So GNC. So all right. So we're just gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna look at that at the Nintendo thing, kind of skip around, look at a couple of the things. So not watch the whole thing because I think the whole thing is like 42 minutes. That's a little long. So I think a lot of it is minutia. So they got some Nintendo stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like Mario stuff and whatever. And I'm interested. I'm kind of curious as anything that we look at. Will you, as a not necessarily non gamer, but not non current gamer, just let me know if anything we look at piques your interest enough to maybe want to purchase a Switch, even though we're coming to the end of its life cycle.
Well, I always remember what was the one PlayStation one, the one they had Vita.
Hmm.
I love that one, the Vita one.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it is. Nintendo Switch now.
Somewhat, yeah. Unlike that one, the difference is you can plug it into a dock and then you can play it on your TV.
Yeah, my little nephew does that.
Right. So, all right. So one of the let's see. There is an article. The first thing I wanted to go talk about was,
The only bad thing, I beat him and he'll cry, so I have to act like I can't play.
bro. Did you? What? That's something else. They had a guy for Nintendo of America. Um, just he kind of made a boo boo.
For what, Nintendo?
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing about Nintendo is the Nintendo of America is different from
Japan.
Nintendo of Japan. Nintendo of America is in Seattle. So you can just imagine what those folks think about pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the manager, James Wong, it's like he put out a tweet or something like that where he was said something disparagingly against white people. I don't know why these people do that.
But the Nintendo from Seattle, right? They're still Japanese.
N- No, it's I mean it's the same company, but it's kind of like one kind. I guess one kind of handles Japan, and the other one's
Oh,
supposed
okay,
to
okay.
handle
Yeah, it's like their
America.
headquarters over here in the United States.
Right, it's in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Uh, okay, so basically, this is the tweet. It's like I was driving to California after getting a job through Oregon. I don't remember happened before. I stayed with my friend and his family. Blah, blah, blah. I was approaching a pickup truck on the highway. It was a pickup truck with a trailer and bales of hay. As it approached the rear, the trailer was read the sign. Diversity is code word for white genocide and a euro on the head. I can be feeling provoked, but I wasn't angry. I drove past this truck afraid. I felt uncomfortable if suddenly every other car and blah blah blah. Because I guess white people like all eyes on me. Fear is what I remember. I remember driving into a small town to eat at a Subway because there wasn't going to be any food for much. Okay. He left because everyone was white. All right.
Y- yeah, maybe you go a town that's dominated by white.
No, I think it was because
Or
of the
you might
door.
not feel comfortable because you're like the only race there, but I
No,
don't.
I think he said because of the bumper that was on one of the pickup truck. Diversity is code word for white genocide. All right.
Mhm.
So this actually makes it an interesting thing because there's this guy named James O'Keefe, right? He does this. He used to work for this company called what the hell? I can't. Damn, I just had a brain
Sounds
fart.
familiar, Jamie O'Keefe.
Right. So he used to work for this company. They did expos. They actually did journalism. So what they would do is they would go on dates with people, and then they would chat him up, and then like those people would just tell all kind of shit, right? So that would make this tweet interesting, or this whole discussion is he got fired because he was hitting too close to home on too much stuff. So he got like kind of pushed out of his own company kind of thing.
Hmm.
So he started his own thing, right? So he just released something today where he had someone go on a date with this white guy who works for Disney, and he basically said that Disney does not hire white people. It's like they go out of their way to not hire white people, right? So like, if dude, it's crazy. Like this, what this dude is saying is
Oh, wait. They don't hire white people, but the main bosses are all white, right?
right, dude. Like, the whole DEI thing is crazy in itself, right? So
No, I know, but I'm saying the CEO, everybody's in charge. They're all white.
I don't get this shit at all. All right,
Doesn't make
but
no
but
sense.
no, it doesn't. But the thing that kind of tripped me out and about this whole article, this tweet of his, and him saying that is, well, what do you think happens when you start doing stuff like this to white people, just in
Mm,
general? You don't think at some point they'll get upset about it?
well, I'm pretty sure.
Right. And then because every time they hear diversity, that usually means non-white, especially like guys, like non-white guys.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
whether I have to bring a race. Just everybody's human. That's it, man.
Right. Well, and like, dude, if I came up, if I walked past you every day and I smacked you on the back of the head and then kept walking, and then the next day I came back, smacked you, look, it's not enough to hurt you, but it's enough to irritate the shit out of you. So when you complain
But
about it,
then, most likely we're gonna have to get in a fight, dude.
right? But the thing is like, all right. So first, you don't want to get lose your job, so you complain to, like, the higher ups, and they start going in about racism and this, that, and the other,
Mhm.
right? So and so, you will feel a way about it. I don't want to really delve too deep into it, but I just thought that was interesting that this dude got into this whole thing. It's like, keep all this stuff to, like, but that's the thing about like Twitter or
Mhm.
X is,
Free speech.
yeah, it's free speech, but dude, you're
Well,
kind of
it's free speech with Elon Musk now, but not before.
right. So, but the thing I wanted to talk about was this Black Myth Wukong thing. That's the one I was telling you about, how they got, I don't know, like bribed. I don't know what it was, like bribed, or they got
For the 7 million or something.
yeah, yeah. So they were offered this money to, because like times are tough, and you could use a little extra little change to help you with stuff. And a lot of these video game companies, they are taking this stuff and then they're tweaking their games, and I I think it's for the detriment of their games, but they just take the money because money's
Yeah,
tight.
'cause the majority that are running those companies, they're not really true hard gamers, huh? They're just
Right.
for profit. That's it.
Right. So and like whenever they have one of these um shows, when they show off the games, you usually see that because it's at some point you get someone who works in some department, and you look at them as like, bro, you don't look like you don't look like anybody who's played any games like ever. All right. So I'm trying to find, this one is about, like, this article is about IGN accusing the development uh of developer of sexism is misogyny, but that's not the one that I wanted to talk about. Oh, no, we can talk about this Sunday. The Acolyte star put out a diss
Yeah,
song.
I see now watching the pro.
Yeah, so it's like,
I
yeah,
have, I have some.
hmm?
I have I'll say Sunday.
Yeah. So, all right. But I wanted to get into this because I, I'm trying to get to the one where he talked about the DEI stuff, but this is more like this typical nonsense. Okay. Developer of Game Science's upcoming Black Myth Wukong jumped to the top of Steam's wishlist charts despite the video game news outlet IGN accusing the developer of sexism and misogyny. It's been wishlisted 479,000 times, and it's the most wishlisted game ahead of Hollow Knights, Frostpunk 2. Wow, okay. The game hit the top of the chart despite IGN accusing the game developer of and it employs of sexism and misogyny. IGN's so yeah. All right. Here's the article. How Black Myth Wukong developers' history of sexism is complicating its journey into the West. Okay, so they got any actual anything. There's usually a lot of fluff,
Mm-hmm.
but no actual accusation of anything. Is the person who usually makes these things
It's just like their own opinion, right?
pretty much. So it's like you can go online as like you can go on like Twitter as if you're on the right side, you can say like not the right side, but if you're on the side that all these people agree with, you can say all kind of crazy, heinous nonsense, right? You can, and then they'll take like whatever you say. If you don't agree with them, yes, they always go to the all the istophobes, isms, and all this. You just because you said something that somebody didn't like. So
Yeah.
I'm
So they just can't take criticism or anything. They just want to make up their own, own
well, but the good thing is that none of that stuff is actually working. Because
Yeah,
people
it's
are
not like crybaby. That's it.
yeah, and people are like, you know what, screw this stuff.
We have our own
Like
problem. We have to deal with this.
several posts on have surfaced on from the Chinese social media site Weibo, written by individuals from the studio that contain multiple references to genitalia and sexual innuendos. This is this was coupled by recruitment posters in the studio, produced in 2015, which featured images and headlines that point to a culture ingrained in sexism. The article provides no evidence of these headlines or posters, however, it does give descriptions. In one poster, a risque illustration that resembles the artwork of Austrian artist Egan Shi is accompanied by header. This is mandatory self pleasure. Another poster that featured a rear view of a woman. The ad reads, "Don't screw your colleagues." In the same ad, friends with benefits were also implied as an office perk. And the third poster featuring a dumbbell is far more pointed, with the ad stating fatties should fuck off. So jokes. These sound like jokes. So so yeah, these are all one of those sound like jokes. They sound like the stuff that you would see in an office space that is geared towards making whatever, that is filled up with mostly men.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know what it kind of reminds me of? The women who went into firehouses and had them take down all the posters and all this other stuff that the guys had up of the bikini models and all that other stuff. So it's like you go into this space that's mostly men and then you want to convert it into what you want.
Or like a man cave.
Right.
They take away everything.
Right. So it's like you're gonna be at this spot for you'll get way more in like I can understand if somebody says something to you that's kind of crazy. That's one thing. But if you go into some spot and like people are just being themselves, it's like what if you don't like it, you can start your own game company and make your own game and have your space be however you want. You can have pillows everywhere, whatever the hell kind of whatever you want, right? So it's like you want to work around a bunch of men, but you don't want the men to act like men. Like I
Mm.
said, as long as they're not actually hitting on you personally, like all that stuff sound like jokes.
Mm.
But
I mean, it's hard to say.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like some people like you gotta do have weirdos. All right. So I'm not saying that much. And so I'm not trying to say people should be harassing their female coworkers. But if you got like joke posters up and all kind of stuff, it's like I don't know, dude. So but But the thing I really wanted, like, I really want to get into that. I wanted to get into the DI thing, but I can't really find it. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. So, do you want to check out some of the Nintendo stuff?
Let's check it out. Let's see.
All right, so see if this entice you. So, and I get to play this then. I may have to turn that down a little bit.
Nintendo.
All right, yeah. So, all right, let me lower this a little bit. All right, this is the most popular console out right now. This has sold over 100 and something million copies. Dude, I actually like the art style though.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
I
almost
played
gave me
like
flashbacks like Mario Brothers back then.
yeah. So I played like the other like if I think that's what this is, I played these type of games. It's actually pretty fun.
I don't think you can ever get bored, however, Mario Brothers,
No,
Donkey Kong, Yoshi, and Goomba.
dude, I like how this looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you control by both. One is the B button, like Luigi's the B button and Mario's the A button.
Yeah. I think that was the first game I ever played. It was Mario Brothers. When
Yeah.
yeah, Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
The first ever game I ever played was Mario Brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the system costs like top of my head, like I think you can get one for like $200, and it's doesn't have it's the bare bones one.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it is getting towards the end of the system life.
That's Princess Peach. Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a Mario Brother 2, huh? I'm pretty sure.
No, well, there's a bunch of them, but
No, I'm talking about the movie. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they'll make it.
Oh, bro, they made $1 billion,
Yeah, yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, so that's all right. All right, so we probably skip that. Oh, they're making a Nintendo Switch Sports. Mhm.
Sports?
All right. Yeah, the last one of these games that I actually rather. All right, so okay, all right, all right. So this thing right here, like the Wii sold a bunch because of like this was like this game that came with the system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, you act like if you're shooting, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, like even the tennis game, the Mario Tennis or something.
yeah.
You act like you're hitting the like if you're swinging like a
Mhm.
tennis.
All right, so this was mostly like the Wii Sports was mostly played by like they was like in convalescent homes and stuff like that. So there was a
Uh-huh.
lot of old people who was playing the system. Alright, so what's this? Oh, this looks like Knob. Is this a new Knob? I do like the art direction.
What is this one called?
Um, I don't know. Mio.
It looks like they're all the games are going like back like it was before, huh? Back then.
Well, mostly it's like Nintendo, dude. It's like
No, that's what I'm saying.
Nintendo.
Like it's going like backwards. Like more
No,
people like the old stuff, you know.
right. So these games usually do pretty well, and it's like when Nintendo
Uh huh.
actually makes games for gamers as opposed to just being a Call of Duty machine or something like that.
I think Call of Duty is gonna be like Mario Brothers. That's just gonna be so popular, you know, never gonna
Yeah.
end.
Mhm. All right, we're gonna skip a little bit. Looney Tunes. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. This is
Donkey
actually
Kong.
was dude. I, they yeah they put this version of this on the 3DS because I don't think it sold that well on the Wii,
Uh huh.
but it is dude. It's a great game.
I still remember the first game they brought out, Donkey Kong back then, the
Hmm.
Nintendo one. I still remember that.
Yeah.
It's not that popular because some of my nephew they play the games with, but they don't. They always want the Luigi or the Mario, but they don't never ask the Donkey Kong.
Well, that's the thing though. It's like the games are good, but a lot of times, like
Oh, there
just
goes the Rhino. I remember that one.
yeah, like for some reason people just don't get into it like they did with Mario. Even though, like, dude, like visually, like that level, like you play the whole level, it's like the silhouette.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's yeah, that's the game that I had, the 3DS version. Actually, I still think I have that.
and the HD. What, it
All right,
froze?
let me stop it. No, let me stop it for a second. All right, the thing that's crazy, dude, is Nintendo actually unintentionally caused the death of like E3. I think you're froze.
I think we're all froze.
Uh, Put myself back in. Remove you. Put you back in. Well, I'm not froze. I think you're froze.
No, I see it. I see both of us frozen.
Oh, no. This is you're just looking ahead. All right. Hold on, let
Want
me
me to
just
come?
you want to back out and come in?
Yeah, you want me to do that?
Yeah, because you're like frozen.
All right, hold on.
So I'll just keep looking at some of the Nintendo stuff while you're doing that, so people can be somewhat entertained. Well, keep in mind, people, this is our second attempt at video game content. So, is this all right? This is another remake? Yeah, dude, they're making a lot of remakes. Mhm. You know what I think? I think people are these a lot of these companies have realized that people just aren't messing with these new games. So there's a lot of remakes. I saw that there's a Beyond Good and Evil remake, which I haven't checked out yet. So after this, I was going to check it out. So many remakes. Hey, I'm not sure what happened with his camera, but mm. I never really got into these games. I like your turn-based games a little bit, but never really got into Dragon Age. I didn't have like the original NES. It's like I think at that point, kind of switched over to like Genesis and all that. So then eventually I moved to Dreamcast. Then I got into the Xbox thing, and then I've been Xbox, PlayStation ever since. It's like bought the Wii U, bought a few games for it. Mm. So I never really got into these games. So let's see what else is interesting. Whoa, what the hell? Wow. All right, bro. I like his look. It should not be his hair. Y'all think that's his hair? That has to be a wig. Do you, bro? That's all I can say, man. I have no idea what he said. All right, nah, that looks boring. All right, let's skip ahead a little bit and go to Luigi's Mansion. I think they've. All right, what did this originally come out on? I think it was the was it 3DS? I think it was a 3DS. Yeah, is this a 3DS version? Yeah, I think so. Wow, this remake after remake. That seemed to be what people want, so I don't blame them. What the hell? Looks like a what's the name of the damn game? Oh, okay. So that's why it looks like this. What's the name of that damn game? Shit. Ooh, what? I'm not exactly sure I would actually purchase this for my system, but okay. Um, This had better be like 20 bucks. Well, or yeah, I would buy this if it was free to play. I gotta see how much this costs because if this costs anything more than like 10, 15 bucks, whoa. See, this is a cool thing about like the Switch. It shows you that you don't really need all these high like these super intense like visual games. If you get you a nice like this looks very nice. So I don't you don't need like HD graphics and all that stuff. Visually it looks nice. Alright, I'm never gonna play that, so alright, skip ahead a little bit. This is like 42 minutes long, so hmm, gotta go. See if everything alright. Hmm. Is this Gaia? Yeah, it looks like that art style. Wonder what it okay, alright. Fusion! Got a little bit of a Dragon Ball Z in there, huh? Okay. What the hell? Okay. Alright. I bought this game on the Xbox, and I can't play it because of licensing agreements or whatever, so I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that it is in a package now. Because I heard that, like, they took it off of the Xbox. The Capcom took it off the Xbox. What? Oh, crap. What? Okay. Alright, that's fair. Hmm. I'm not much into fighting games, but I did enjoy those. Oh, another Mario. Oh, Mario Party. I don't think I've ever tried any of these. I've seen people play them though. Oh, they're fun. For these spaces. Don't that defeat the purposes of going around the board? I don't know. Like I said, I've never played this game, so I would. It seems like a lot of movement. Okay. Okay. I think this would be a fun family game. I think that's the last time I saw someone play it. It was my friend's family. Okay. Mm, okay. I think the Legend of Zelda is next. They had some people talking about it. I think if I had kids, I would probably have played this game on types of gamers a lot. Zelda. Okay. Man, this game looks good. I ain't gonna lie. For the longest, I thought Link's name was Zelda. It's like when I first started, like I said, I didn't have a Nintendo. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to get this one. Mhm. Man, look at that. Okay. Try ride. She still moves similar. What? Oh, okay. Word. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wow. So they took some elements from their latest, like their last game, where you build a lot of stuff to get through. Wow. What? Oh yeah, this is a definitely buy. Wow. Yeah, that isn't dude, that is innovative. Let me pause it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you all right, dude?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
All right, hold on. Let me rewind this a little bit. All right. So you ever played any this is almost over with, but you ever played any like the Link games, the Zelda games?
Yeah, Zelda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
what they're
the
doing with
old school Zelda, yeah.
right. So the dude what they're doing with this one, this is actually that's why I wanted to rewind it. Bro, like what they're doing with this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, because there was remember Mario Brothers and Zelda? That was like the main games.
Yeah.
Oh, those games, but
Sorry, y'all, that
Zelda,
I rewinded this, but I wanted him to check this out.
that shit not never gonna die, Zelda.
Yeah. Well, dude, like this is one of the more popular games.
Yeah. I think it's Switch too, right? Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, dude, like this is a definite purchase. See, look how it like it looks very nice in its own distinct like style. So all these games where you need like a freaking supercomputer to actually play the damn thing,
Uh-huh.
you don't need it. You don't need any of that, dude. You just make you need an actual game. Mhm. All right, so like I said, I do enjoy this gameplay element.
Mysterious tree.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. And this is for Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah.
They even brought the Ninja Turtle game. Remember that old one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing that with my little nephew.
Yeah. Some of the like the stuff that I've been it's been a lot of remakes.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
the old arcade one.
yeah. I do love I like this look. I actually prefer it to like the last like Link game. I mean Zelda game. That was awesome.
Oh, 2020.
Wow.
Oh, this fall then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. All right. So this right here
Lego.
is a no, it's Lego, but it's a PlayStation game. They made a Lego version of a PlayStation game and put it on Nintendo Switch. So when people found out about it, they kind of like they don't know what to do about that.
I thought they had a Lego Star Wars, didn't it?
No, right?
But
But
that's
no,
a
this
cartoon
dude,
one.
this is a no, but that is a property that is on a bunch of different systems.
Mm.
This is an actual PlayStation game that just came out. Like the Horizon, that is a PlayStation exclusive game that they made into a Lego game that is on that's coming out on PlayStation and I think the PC and the Switch, but not Microsoft, not like Xbox, which is it's interesting.
They should just bring back Vita, huh? PlayStation.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Dude, this is crazy. Okay.
It might look like Minecraft.
Well, I mean, it's Legos, so well, Minecraft looks like Legos. Dude, this is crazy, dude. Wow, that is nuts.
So they
That's
got
kind
big.
of like, dude. It is like imagine if Microsoft decided to like game Halo,
Uh-huh.
right? If they decided to make a Lego Halo game and put it on the Switch, that's nuts. It looked good enough for me to like actually want to get. Hey, you want to traverse a city as a kitty cat? This came out on multiple systems, except for the Switch. I heard that it was supposed to be kind of good.
You what? You're like a cat.
Yeah, it is a cat in a city of robots. Yeah, I heard that was a pretty good game. Mhm.
A hobbit.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, you'll be very surprised at how much of a time sink a game like this can be. You'll sit here and you just do a little thing, and then you'll do another little thing, and the next thing you know, it's been 2 hours since you started playing this kind of shit.
Trigger it. Checkmate.
Mhm. Yeah, these are actually pretty cool too.
And all these games are gonna come out this year.
Looks like it. This one is yeah, you ask questions so that you can try. It's like courtroom type stuff. So you're like a lawyer, and so this one is investigations, but like the other one is you're an actual court lawyer and you're asking them questions.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the hell. Japanese games can be interesting.
The hell's that?
The hell? Like I said, dude, Japanese games can be like very interesting.
Wouldn't you say they're more advanced over there in the gaming?
Not more advanced, but like more adventurous, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So they're willing to try a bunch of stuff. Whereas a lot of like American companies, they tend to try to play it like really safe. So as you can see, there's different types of stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Revenge of the Seven.
now keep in mind that this system is basically as powerful as like the Xbox One and PlayStation like 4.
Hmm.
So it's close to that in power, but their approach is like because none of these games that have like state of the art like visuals, right? So nothing looks realistic. I mean, everything is cartoony, but
Hmm.
it's interesting looks to all of them.
Don't they have a game for Game of Thrones too, or not?
Hmm?
Game of Thrones. Do they have it?
Is there a game for that? No. Well,
No.
no,
Like the
no, no, no.
dragons
There
and all
is
that.
no. There is. I think I've seen one. It's kind of like a story type of game. It's not like
Like they should make that game, huh? They go fight the up north where they fight the what do you call those guys? I forgot. The zombies.
you mean the ice dudes.
Yeah, that'd be cool, huh?
Oh, I got you. Got to remember, like to make a game, it usually take like 3 to 4 years for you to for it to come out. All right, so we're getting towards the end of this. All right. So this is the showstopper. Samus.
No, any war game. That's just gonna sell.
It's Metroid.
All those games, the aliens and all that stuff you're fighting, those are the best
Yeah.
games, huh?
So this game has been around for a while. This character.
Metroid. Oh,
I think this is a remake.
is that Avatar?
No.
Yeah, the big tree. Look.
No. This is the same game. It's coming on 2025 next year.
That looks bad.
Mm. All right. So what do you think? Anything you see anything that will make you want to purchase a Switch?
Zelda, the Mario, Donkey Kong,
Hmm. Yeah, dude.
and the
The
last
thing,
one. The last one.
Metroid. See,
Hmm.
that's the thing about Nintendo, and that's why I think this is why Nintendo basically won this generation or won this series of console war or whatever the hell you want to call it, is because they make games. That's just games. Not there's no preachiness to it. Is just shoot the other thing and that's it. And there's a wide variety of stuff. So you may not like
They
this, but
satisfy their customers, right?
right.
That's
So
a good point.
yeah, so Nintendo gets it for the most part, but they also do weird stuff too. It's like they have a dude, it's crazy. They have a treasure trove of this one I'm telling you about the ROMs and all this stuff.
Hmm.
If they sold their old games for like $5 or whatever, and they just made it so that you could play it on the Switch and not like they got this thing where you it's like you can place a lot of games, but it's like you gotta have this like it's a lot to it. And it's not exactly what people would want. So that's part of the reason why they go to like emulators. And you can they just put an emulator on the iPhone. So like if you have the ROM, which you can go find on the internet, and then you can transfer it over to your phone and you can play it on your phone.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, if they did that and if they actually made it so that it was better, made their own version of an emulator and sold it on the iPhone and sold it on Android, then yeah, they would make a fortune. But they choose not to do that. So
Is
all
there a
right,
reason for that, or what?
hmm?
Is there a reason they don't want to do it?
Yeah, because they're Nintendo. It's, like I said,
Yeah, you tell
so
me about it.
so the
They're a little bit different for everybody.
right. So like the thing like the direct we just watched was awesome. It had just games after game. Like I skipped a couple of like little stuff in the middle, but for the most part, it was just yeah, really good. It's like it's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to
A
playing
lot
on
of
my
stuff
Switch.
coming out, huh?
Hmm?
For this year, next year.
This year and next year, yeah. Metroid's coming out next year, but it's a lot of stuff that's coming out this year. And oh, what I was telling you before is Nintendo is the reason, probably one of the reasons for the beginning of the downfall of E3. And it's because of the direct. So they decided that because the Wii U was a failure, I think they decided to just
You're talking
cut
about
down.
Wii, right?
No, the Wii U. So there
Oh,
was the
okay.
Wii, and the reason why the Wii U was a failure because nobody really knew what it was. It had some cool games. It's like one game that came out on Wind Waker that everyone would love for them to do a remake of and put it on the Switch, but they still haven't done that yet because they're Nintendo. And that's what Nintendo does. But no, but back what I was saying was they started doing these direct stuff and they stopped going to the E3. They just would put like what we just watched up. And then Sony and Microsoft was like, well, shit. The Switch came out, they start making all this money off the Switch, and they just kept doing these things. And then you get to control you control your message more, your presentation more. So like they stopped being that interested in the live show stuff. Now the live show was cool to look at,
Hmm.
but you get people talking and you get there's a lot of stuff that can happen. But when you film it, you control everything. So they started doing it for a while. And at first everybody was kind of talking trash, saying Nintendo don't know what they're talking about. And eventually that's what everybody does now. It's like is this presentation
Everybody has
and
Nintendo Switch.
well, I mean everybody has a Nintendo Switch, but it's like in terms of the presentation. So the Sony's was the state of play, and Microsoft just did one about a week ago. Yeah, it's just like that. It is you control your message, you control everything. So they started doing that, and they started pulling away from E3. And then eventually, when the big three left, it made it really difficult for them to because of COVID and all that stuff too. So it just made them difficult for them to continue that show. And E3 was awesome, dude. It's like when you go there because you get to see all the new games, you get to try them out. So you walk around and you can talk to the developers, and they get to ask some questions, stuff like that. And like a lot of them were cool. So it's one of those things where it it went away, and I'm gonna kind of miss it, but
Yeah.
all things pass. So all right. All right. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about was the first little thing and the thing. So I would advise you to wait until the Switch 2 or whatever the hell they're going to call it, which they're probably going to announce maybe the closer to the end of the year.
How much would it be? Like the Nintendo Switch, like $300, right?
You can buy like a smaller one that the joysticks don't come off for like two, I think, it's like 200.
Oh, okay.
Right, bro. I am currently addicted to No Man's Sky on my Switch. If I start that game on my Switch, I will just play it until the batteries run out. No, it's just because you could put like the game on or whatever, and then you can just chill. Dealing with all the craziness that we got to deal with, sometimes you just want to chill.
Of course. Yeah.
Right,
Just get your mind so thinking of something else.
right, and just like all the games that we saw today, yeah, I don't want to be lectured to. I don't need none of that crap. I just want to sit down and like the Zelda game looks cool, and I can figure out how to use these beds to climb up this cliff. And that's about it. So, on that note, I'd like to thank all of you folks who watched us talk over these games. So, appreciate it. So, on behalf of myself and Ricky, I may go with GNC Play TV. I'm not sure, but anybody who's watched this, if you have any suggestions of show names, throw them in the comments for us. So, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe, and let other folks know about our channel, which is Gaming and Culture TV. So, we would like to say thank you, and we are make sure I got the right thing. Later.